What's going on, dudes? Welcome back. My name is Dave. You guys might remember me. I was a familiar face around here on the now UN12 channel. Full-time, I am doing teaching and videos over at my channel called Learning Firearms. Check that out. I'll put a link in the description below, and hopefully I'll be having like more of some deep dive reviews on some of the stuff you might see here, and crossover, some training, some how-tos. But it's really cool to be back and check in with you guys. I've missed you. I hope all is well. Leave a comment. Let's check out what's new. And again, check out me if you're looking for me. If you missed my ugly mug, you can check out the new channel. Today we're doing an unboxing of this scope, and I got to check this out at SHOT Show, and immediately this was a buzz item. A lot of people were talking about a new 3-9 scope, and you might be thinking, a 3-9 scope? That's what my grandpa had on his deer rifle. This is not your grandpa's scope. This is the EOTech Vudu Compact 3-9, and let me whip this bad boy out. We're just gonna do a quick unboxing video today, and then hopefully we'll do a deep dive. We'll get this thing to the range. But look at how compact this is. It's basically almost like the size of an ACOG. In fact, it uses a mini ACOG mounting platform. So if you have a favorite optic mount that's compatible with like the mini ACOG footprint, boom, they've got you covered. But this thing is really small and compact. It's illuminated. The illumination is pretty decent as far as like brightness goes, kind of playing around with it. The reticle is very simple. It's just basically a hashed crosshair. I'll put a photo of that up here below, but very simple, so you can easily kind of get to know your holds. If you wanted to put like your drops and stuff on the cap, you can certainly do that. Checking things out up close, it does have capped windage and elevation, and they are quarter MOA adjust. So basically you adjust them, and then you would lift up to reset your zero, lock it back in. And as far as the clicks go, the clicks are nice and audible. They have a good feel to them, so no issues whatsoever with that. And again, with this, basically what you're gonna do is, all you're gonna do is you're gonna zero it, reset your zero, and then you would put the cap on, and then you're pretty much gonna probably be shooting with the hold is kind of how they're anticipating you using this. But it is, like I said, capped windage and elevation. On the other side, we do have a battery compartment, as well as the rheostat for the brightness. Now, it does not have a parallax adjustment, so keep that in mind if that's something that's really important to you. And as far as the magnification ring, the magnification lever is here. It does have a slight raised knob to it, so it's easy to grab onto, and then you can adjust it from 3 to 9 in a relatively short throw, which is nice. It's about a quarter turn. So to go from 3 to 9, quarter turn, which I think is just adequate for, you know, something, again, like this. So I really overall like the small compact package. Some real quick specs. You guys know that I'm not really big on specs. Street price on these is supposedly going to be around a G. They have different options where you can get just the scope. They have piggyback optics as well. Obviously, EOTech makes some red dots, and they're going to be having some packages. It's an aluminum second focal plane scope. The weight is 16 ounces. The overall length is 6.8. Height over bore is 1.56, and it does have that illuminated HC1 reticle. It is a 32mm objective powered by a 2032 battery. Eye relief is described on 3X as 2.5 to 3.1 inches, 9X 2.3 to 3.1. If you want to read the whole specs, dudes, just go on the website and read that. You kind of want to see how it looks. So let's take this thing outside and see how it looks. So now that I've got it mounted on the tripod, I wanted to kind of get a look at the optical quality. And, you know, going through the magnification range, it's nice and smooth, easy to manipulate. And the resolution that I'm seeing on 3X, the field of view isn't as wide as it might be on like an LPVO, so that's definitely something to keep in mind if you're looking for that super wide field of view. An LPVO, like the ones from Vudu or a variety of other brands, may be a better option, but if you're looking for something a little higher magnification and a compact size, that's the unique feature of this scope. But when I crank it up to 9X, and I'm looking at the resolution of trees that are about 45 to 50 yards away, I can see the detail of the bark, you know, the knots on the wood, the branches, things like that. So I can see really solid. Now at 50, I am noticing there's a little bit of parallax shift. And if I look at something a little bit further away, I'm looking at a building about 150, maybe like 130 yards away. The parallax is much more minimal. So I think this is parallax free at about, you know, that 100 yards. I'd have to double check the specs there. But the resolution on like the shingles, the gutters, things like that that I can see at that 9X, again, it's crisp. The colors are decent. It has a general, I would say, a neutral tone to it. Some scopes you look through and you see a bluish tone or a warm tone. And on this one, it's just, I would describe it as a pleasant neutral tone. So I think the color is pretty good, the resolution. Now, in some of the branches, there is just a little bit of purple fringing, or CA, chromatic abbreviation, what they call it in the camera world. And that's going to depend on like the sun angle, the clarity, the contrast, things like that. But it is definitely not bad. I mean, it's worse on other scopes that I've looked at, and obviously it's a little bit more extreme at the edges. So if you have a good cheek weld on your rifle and we're in, you know, the eye box, I don't think it's a distraction at all. But if you look for it, it is there just a little bit. But the optic quality is pretty solid. That reticle is nice and bold. It's a second focal plane, so it's easy to pick up on 3 or 9x. But like I said, I think the cool feature of a scope like this is that compact magnification. So the gun that I would really like to put this on is maybe like a bolt action 300 blackout. I really want to build a short 16-inch and then add a suppressor 300 blackout to kind of have a nice lightweight, potentially quiet, potentially supersonic, you know, kind of all-in-one bolt gun. And I think a lightweight gun like this, a lightweight scope like this on that gun would actually be pretty cool. Obviously, you could throw this on an AR. They have the piggyback options as well, so you can put it on like a large frame or a small frame. But I think this is kind of definitely a unique form factor scope that is pretty cool from EOTech. I know I was excited to get my hands on one, and I'm looking forward to hopefully having some more range time with it as well. What do you guys think? Is this something that's going to be something that you're going to want to pick up? What kind of gun or rifle would you put this on? Would you put it on a bolt gun? Would you put it on AR? Maybe a hunting 22 or a critter getter? Well, that might be another little good opportunity for this as well. Let me see if I can just find an animal. I thought I heard a squirrel going around here. I don't know if it's over there or not. We get all sorts of critters in the woods over here, but I could easily see this as a really cool like critter getter, like maybe on a suppressed 22 or something like that. All right, dudes, that's going to wrap it up for this one. If you like the content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Myself, Tony, Hunter, we're all going to be back making content on a variety of things. Sometimes it's going to be kind of some unboxing, kind of first looks like these. We might do some range stuff, some how-tos, product reviews. It's awesome to see you guys. Hope everything is well. Again, leave a comment, subscribe, do all that fun, happy stuff, and we will see you in the next video.